What happens when two of the most unstoppable forces in comic history collide in a battle with no limits? Imagine a battlefield where the ground trembles with every step, where the very air crackles with raw power. On one side, the Mad Titan, Thanos, the conqueror of worlds, the warlord who brought gods to their knees. On the other, the ultimate weapon of destruction, Doomsday, the monster who killed Superman, a being that evolves past death itself. Blow after devastating blow, the universe quakes as these titans clash in a war that will leave only one standing. Can Thanos, with all his might and strategy, find a way to put down an unstoppable force? Or will Doomsday prove once again that nothing, not even death, can stop him? Brace yourself for an epic showdown like never before. The ultimate battle of destruction begins now. Who will reign supreme? Watch to find out. The universe was silent. The stars, though burning with cosmic fury, seemed distant observers of the chaos that was about to unfold. The planet beneath them, Ragnar 7, was a wasteland. Once a thriving hub of civilization, it had been reduced to an uninhabitable ruin by eons of war. The winds howled through broken structures, carrying with them the whispers of forgotten lives. The air was thick with the remnants of 1,000 battles, the dust of fallen warriors lingering like specters of the past. And now, it would witness a battle beyond all comprehension. Two beings stood on opposite ends of a ruined battlefield, each an apex predator in their own right. One was a warlord, the Mad Titan, whose name alone sent shivers through the cosmos. The other was a force of nature, a living embodiment of destruction, Doomsday. There was no diplomacy here, no reason for words. Their battle was inevitable. It was fate itself, written in the fabric of the universe. Thanos cracked his knuckles, the golden gleam of his armor catching the dying light of a distant sun. His deep-set eyes studied the monstrous entity before him. Gray flesh, jagged bone protrusions, red eyes that burned with endless rage. He had fought gods, slain champions, and conquered galaxies. But even he recognized the sheer monstrosity of the creature before him. Doomsday did not hesitate. With a deafening roar, he charged. The ground shattered beneath them as they collided, their fists meeting with a force that sent shockwaves rippling across the desolate landscape. Mountains crumbled, deep fissures split the planet's crust, and the skies above roared in protest as the sheer force of their battle distorted the very air. Thanos gritted his teeth as he braced against Doomsday's monstrous strength. The Titan held his ground, delivering a devastating uppercut that sent the beast careening backward. The impact left a trench miles long as Doomsday crashed through rock formations like a comet. But Doomsday did not stay down. He never did. With a bestial snarl, the monster lunged once more. He struck with the ferocity of a world-ending force, his blows shaking the planet to its core. Thanos met him with equal fury, their fists colliding again and again, each impact like a supernova bursting into existence. The battlefield was rapidly becoming a graveyard of shattered rock and molten rivers. Thanos ducked beneath a bone-crushing swing and retaliated with a brutal punch to Doomsday's ribs, sending the beast hurtling into the sky. Not wasting a second, Thanos leaped after him, his body becoming a missile of destruction. He reached Doomsday in midair and slammed both fists into the monster's spine, sending him crashing back down with the force of a meteor strike. The ground beneath them gave way entirely, forming a crater so deep that the planet's molten core was exposed. The battle had only begun, yet Ragnarok 7 was already on the verge of destruction. Doomsday erupted from the rubble, his body barely scratched. If anything, he seemed stronger. Thanos had studied this creature. He knew its nature. Every wound, every injury, only made it more resistant to future attacks. It was evolution in its purest, most terrifying form. Still, Thanos was undeterred. He had faced immortals before. Summoning the full extent of his power, the Titan unleashed a massive blast of cosmic energy. The wave of destruction surged forward, engulfing Doomsday in an inferno of crackling purple light. The sheer intensity of the blast vaporized the surrounding terrain, reducing it to glassy wasteland. For a moment, there was silence. Then, a shape emerged from the blaze. Doomsday walked through the inferno unfazed, his molten skin already regenerating, his body shifting to counter the energy that had struck him. He had adapted. He always adapted. Thanos narrowed his eyes. This battle was no longer about power, it was about endurance. Thanos did not hesitate. He charged, delivering a devastating combination of punches, each one capable of leveling entire civilizations. His blows cracked Doomsday's bony protrusions, splintering them like shattered blades. The Titan's strikes were precise, strategic, aimed at weak points, joints, pressure points, the gaps in Doomsday's armored hide. But Doomsday was relentless. He countered with savage efficiency, his claws tearing into Thanos' armor, ripping golden plates away like peeling bark from a tree. A vicious elbow strike to Thanos' gut sent the Titan reeling, followed by a bone spike piercing his side. Blood, Thanos' blood, spilled onto the broken ground. The mad Titan growled, gripping Doomsday by the skull and driving a knee into his monstrous face. The impact sent shockwaves tearing through the land, splitting the planet's tectonic plates. But even as Doomsday staggered, he did not falter. He could not. Doomsday's hand shot out, grabbing Thanos by the throat. With a roar, he slammed the Titan into the ground, dragging him through miles of wreckage before flinging him into the air like a broken doll. Thanos barely had time to react before Doomsday leaped after him, catching him mid-air. A bone-covered fist crashed into Thanos' ribs, fracturing them. The Titan coughed blood, but before he could recover, Doomsday grabbed his leg and hurled him downward. Thanos crashed into the exposed planetary core. Lava erupted skyward, consuming everything. Through sheer force of will, Thanos emerged, his body battered but unbroken. But deep inside he knew, this was a battle he could not win. Doomsday landed before him, unscathed, unchanged, no stronger. The beast had adapted to everything Thanos had thrown at him. Every strike, every energy blast, every desperate attempt to turn the tide had only made Doomsday more powerful. Thanos wiped the blood from his lips. He had ruled empires, slaughtered gods, defied fate itself. But now, for the first time in centuries, he felt something alien. Defeat. Doomsday lunged. A clawed hand speared through Thanos' chest. The Titan gasped, his golden eyes widening as blood poured from his wound. Doomsday snarled, lifting him into the air before delivering one final, devastating blow. A punch so powerful that it shattered Thanos' skull. The Mad Titan, the warlord who had crushed civilizations beneath his heel, fell. The universe stood still. Doomsday let out a deafening roar, his victory absolute. The planet beneath them cracked, unable to withstand the sheer destruction that had been unleashed. The battle was over. The Titan was dead. And Doomsday? Doomsday would move on. Another world, another fight, another conquest. Because Doomsday never stops. Because Doomsday never dies. Far beyond the ruined planet, across the vast expanse of space, unseen eyes watched. Some mourned the loss of the Titan. Others merely took note. But one thing was certain. The name of Thanos would fade. But Doomsday's legend would only grow. For he was destruction incarnate. And destruction was eternal. The end.